Hello and welcome to another one of my cooking vids. Today I have a really special video because es ist Frühling. Yes! Oh my god, finally. For class this week we went to Tempelhoferfeld, which is an old abandoned airfield right in the middle of Berlin. As well as being a large park, Tempelhoferfeld is home to a bunch of new sustainable projects, including skate park, community gardens, and even the Mint. The Mint Grünes Klassenzimmer is an outdoor classroom for younger students that lets them explore biodiversity and sustainability while also teaching them gardening techniques. This week I had the privilege of taking part of a workshop with one of the founders of the Mint. We spent the day drawing different vegetation and views and ended with a picnic filled with the produce grown at the site. This was such a cool project, and I'll be talking more about the cultural differences I saw in regards to the accessibility of food. Keeping with the spring theme, for today's video, I will be making Bienenstich Kuchen. I was very ambitious with this recipe. As you can tell, it's more ingredients than I'm used to, and it took me over 3 hours to complete. Here I am starting, yes, measuring the flour out, feeling really good about this. Yeah. Oh yeah. So during all of my cooking montages, I really want to talk more about the accessibility to fresh food. Not only in Germany, but in most of the places I visited in Europe, I found that picnics are very popular. And not that they're not popular in the US, I feel like I just see more people with more food and actually eating rather than just like sitting around in the grass like I do in the US. Also, here I am still making the dough, adding the dry ingredients, adding the butter now, apparently. But so back to this picnic thing. When my class and I went to Tempelhoferfeld, it's like a huge place for picnics because it's just all this grass and land and so much space for these happenings to occur. And due to this, the surrounding areas of Tempelhoferfeld are like clustered with fresh bakeries, fresh markets, fresh produce stands, like anything you could find, they're all over the place. Like cafes, markets, like it's crawling with them. So I wanted to compare this first to where I live in Kreuzberg in Berlin and second to where I live in the US. Yes, and look at that dough. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. So nice. I actually think, no, I added a little bit of flour. Yeah, I did. But now I'm kneading it. You had to like knead it for 5 to 7 minutes, and then it was good. Back to what I was saying before though, the area of Kreuzberg where I live is very busy, and there obviously are parks and playgrounds, but nothing close to Tempelhoferfeld. Oh yep, here's the dough. Looked amazing. Now I let it sit for like 30 minutes, I believe, to rise a bit. Oh, and there I am, yes, setting the oven timer. While I was doing this, I actually made the topping, which is honey, butter, and almond topping, which was so good, so fire. But so back to what I was saying. Now, while there are markets in my area, there certainly aren't as many fresh produce stands or fresh bakeries as I saw there were by Tempelhoferfeld. Which then raises my curiosity about fresh food accessibility when in different neighborhoods of Berlin. Oh, I was just adding the sugar and vanilla. But so back to what I was saying, the same concern can be expressed in the US as well, where in the quote-unquote nicer neighborhoods of Buffalo, there are street vendors and farmers markets close to the largest park, while other parks in quote-unquote not-so-nice neighborhoods are surrounded by busy streets, gas stations, and McDonald's chains. While I'm stirring this all up, I think it's really interesting to see that even in a different country, citizens still fall victim to their location, resulting in the inaccessibility of fresh produce and more. Oh, and here is the mixture. I'm making sure the sugar dissolves. Yes, now I'm adding in the almonds. But this inaccessibility of fresh produce can also lead to altered diets, different food preferences, and even a varying food culture within a setting. So here I'm flattening out the dough. Oh, yep, right in the pan. But getting back to this, as one of the first huge similarities I also see in American culture, I think it's important that this issue be addressed as I currently live in a more inaccessible produce area, resulting in the choice of recipes I use for this project. So basically, everything's just connected, and the butterfly effect is crazy. But yeah, that was kind of my 2 cents for this video. But yeah, Tempelhoferfeld was so cool. There are so many community gardens as well, and it's so crazy. They are super strict where they won't even let you plant something that already comes in a pot. It has to be purely grown from the ground up. Oh, and here I am stabbing the dough with a fork. So the dough can bake evenly. Yes, amazing. But yeah, the mint too was super cool in teaching young kids these sustainability techniques and growing techniques. It's awesome, so awesome for literally the future of students, but also the future of food. But yeah, so here I am spreading around the topping. Yes, had to make sure it covered all of it. I honestly thought I put in way too many almonds for this, but it was actually really good. Yeah, see, there I am spreading it everywhere. And honestly, too, as it baked, okay, scream moment. The oven was hot. But as it baked, the like almonds like spread out, and I was really scared taking it out because it was like burnt on the sides, but not the actual dough. Like, see, oh, look at how cute it is baking. And then it looked fine there, but there was like burnt sides of all the almonds that had like fallen off, and I was really scared and worried. Oh my gosh, no, but not more scared as I was right here, because here I had to cut the dough in half, and I was like, no way, because this dough is so thin, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just like cut it down the middle, but I was like, no, I need to try, I need to be authentic. Like, come on. But so yeah, I actually was really successful. It took a little bit of effort. But yeah, was super successful despite I think there was like a little hole in the bottom, but like whatever, because it worked out fine. Yes. Oh, and here I am making the filling. It's a vanilla pudding filling, which I was so worried about finding it at the grocery store, but oh my gosh, there it was right on the Reve shelf. Yep, right in front of me. Found it. It was amazing. Mixing in all the ingredients. Yes. Oh my gosh. And I had to stir this thing for so long. So long. I was so worried because I keep saying worried. Oh my gosh. I don't know what other feeling I was feeling though. Because the pudding wasn't setting, and I couldn't read the German. I was trying to like translate it, but it was really kind of confusing, honestly. And I was stirring it for what felt like forever. But it finally got thick. Yes, there it is. Perfect. I also added some more vanilla because I didn't think it was like that sweet. But yeah, okay, there's that little hole in the dough. Boo, boo, boo the hole. But now I'm gonna put the filling on and spread it around. Spread around evenly on the dough if I ever get to it. Oh, yep, there I am. Yeah, so I'm just spreading it out. And also before this, I realized I didn't take a video of this, but I cut the top layer with the almonds into the slices already because the recipe actually said that if you do it after, like after putting the filling in, the filling will literally just like squirt out of all the sides and it will look horrible and it will be horrible and it will just ruin your day. So I made sure to cut that before. So after I spread this on evenly, I'm placing the pre-cut pieces, which it was like a puzzle, and I think I solved it wrong. But we shall continue. But yeah, laid it out, perf, amazing. Now it goes in the fridge for like, I think 30 minutes, maybe 45 minutes until it sets. Like the pudding sets, yeah. And it's like a little cold and it's perfect. Amazing. Yay. Oh my gosh. And here it is. So good. My professor told me that this was the best bee sting cake he literally had ever in his life, and he's German. So I was really happy about that. But it literally looks so store-bought and amazing. I also paired it with blueberries because like super yummy, and yeah, it was awesome. Once again, thank you so much for watching my video, and tune in next time. Tschüss!